see Captain Marvel or Shazam or anything else?
Nah, I'm probably good on those two. I'm gonna wait for Endgame for my next. I need a kind of a Marvel break, or a superhero break.
Right, superheroes.
I'm just gonna watch the ones that people tell me are extraordinarily good, and I have to.
I'll watch almost all of them if they're streaming somewhere.
Yeah, I'll do that
But
too.
I'm not going to go to a theater for any of these things anymore.
I am gonna go see Endgame.
Fair enough.
I'll watch that because I would like to see how they solve the.
I wonder if they do the.
They work their way out of the
I wonder if
corner.
they do the Ant-Man trick.
Oh, of course they would. I mean, I can't say of course. Who knows?
Do you know what the Ant-Man trick is?
Where he goes into the small thing that travels through time. That his wife. I don't
No.
know. Sorry.
Quantum.
The
is what
quantum
you're
realm.
thinking of.
He goes
No.
into the quantum
Also,
realm.
no, he's not.
I was talking about the meme
What's the?
where he
Oh,
goes
where he
into
goes
his butt and then
oh.
sizes up and it blows him up.
Yeah, I was not thinking about that at all.
I hope they at least joke about it.
Do we know which universe he's in, though? Because they didn't show Ant-Man.
He's just
in
on a
that
security
movie.
camera, right?
He's on the security camera universe.
No, I mean, is he in the same universe as Thanos?
I think so.
It looks like he's in a driveway, so it could just be a house. I don't know where the other people are because they seem to be in the Tony Stark thing, Stark Tower, where they're walking across that bridge. So
I don't
probably-
the way that it's cut implies that he's talking to them through a security camera, but there's like a driveway and a telephone pole or something like that. So who knows? I don't
Editing
know.
tricks.
I would actually like to go see that movie,
Yeah.
Endgame, to figure out how they wrap it all up or don't, or leave a bunch of questions unanswered, or answer some questions, or make things confusing, or don't. I don't know. We'll see.
Good.
Also, Game of
I
Thrones
hope
is ending,
they
so-
kind of do what you were talking about and just end all of those guys. They're all dead except for the Spider-Man and a couple of these that want to keep working.
Right. They obviously have to have some plan.
Oh, they probably
Millions of dollars at stake here.
Yeah.
They gotta.
Isn't the MCU? Isn't it generated $20 billion thus far? So
That sounds right.
if you
do. No, just the movies.
just the movies, so
Oh, yeah.
if you're banking on the future of the movies, I would argue that billions of dollars could be at stake, and that's only two. You only have to have $2 billion to have it be plural. So
They
If
might
they-
have
if
$2
they-
billion dollars less than they would have.
yeah, if they shit the
Okay.
bed and they only make $4
Yeah, they'll
billion
still make money,
and
but
it could
they
have
didn't
been
make as
$6
much,
billion
yeah. They
off
could have
of the
made
next
more.
several movies, then yes, there are billions of dollars.
I assume they'll do another where they release a whole picture of all the movies for the next 4 years, like they did.
Phase
before.
4.
Did they show that already?
I don't think they've announced it yet.
Okay.
I think there's only 2 confirmed movies, and they are the Black Panther and Spider-Man are the next 2 movies that are confirmed, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Okay.
The
I'll
3
probably see
confirmed
Spider-Man
movies.
and Guardians. I would watch a Killmonger movie.
You know what I did not like about the Black Panther movie? The train scene. Where
Was
they-
there a train scene?
where they were fighting on the train tracks?
You
and
seem
they
to
were-
have problems with train scenes.
Oh,
fairly
you mean
often.
at the very end where the whole
Yeah.
entire thing was CG?
Yeah, it looked unnatural and weird.
Yeah, it looked like the Aquaman movie.
Yeah. So they, for a minute, did the Aquaman movie,
For just a
where
minute.
trains were flying by.
Well, they kind of did every movie in that movie.
and everything was floaty and bizarre. Just-
I think equal parts of that movie were really good as really bad, and they
Yeah.
balanced out to be just kind of even
Just
in my
fine.
brain.
Yeah, and I'd rather it be Killmonger be Black Panther because he's better.
Rather it be just a villain.
Yes, that's
Okay.
better. Well, that's how they did that with Loki. Now he's a good guy. He's cool.
You just make Killmonger a good guy, even though he's
That's
dead.
perfect.
So a prequel where he's
I don't
good.
think they killed him. I think they
Wait.
put him in like some kind of jail, right? Don't they do that?
They fired him into space or something. I don't know.
he fell down a hole. All right, he'll come out
Well,
of a hole.
they
sometime.
showed him dying, but they could say he was just
Well-
taking a nap. He wasn't actually dead.
Well,
but they did show him
Disney
die.
did this in Star Wars, where they took Captain Phasma, put her in a trash compactor on an exploding planet, and then she just showed
She was
up
just
in the
fine.
next movie.
That's actually totally true.
Yeah,
Like-
she just, she's in a trash compactor. Ha 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 ha.
and then they blew up the planet.
Then the planet blows up immediately after they fly away.
and then they went, oh, look, there she is.
Yeah. And then there's a stupid fight, and she just falls through a hole, I think. It's just, she's probably going to come back in the third movie, like, hi.
She's just standing in the background.
All they have to do, she's a clone. Okay, yeah, you guys have done that.
Yeah.
Turns out there's a whole army of them. They all just start falling through holes and trash compactors. Oh, no.
They just are attracted to trash compactors.
Just the dumbest
Naturally.
thing.
The only thing that is prohibitive of that is the chroming cost on all of those stormtrooper suits.
Oh, yeah.
for budgetary reasons, because of the Death Star, etc.
Yeah.
As soon as you start thinking any amount of
Hilarious.
logically about the Star Wars universe, it all falls apart. There's no business mechanism that tolerates that.
Yeah, they used to have some kind of general rules, and those are all gone. So.
You mean guidelines for like story and
Yep. Now that shit is okay. You guys want to start over? I think they should just reboot. We're making episode 7 again.
It's not a bad idea. I don't think that's good overall, but
No.
it's not a bad idea to do it.
I'm actually getting
Well, they're already
exhausted.
rebooting Suicide Squad.
Are they?
That
Holy
came out a couple years ago.
Well, they shit the bed so hard on that one though.
Well, yeah, I agree.
What
But-
kind of
Different company.
what kind of characters move the thing forward with the nondescript, dark, bubbly things? The bad
yeah,
guys
yeah.
they're just the most unuseful bad guys.
You want to do the other bottle of thing?
Yeah.
The other thing
Do we
bottle?
have? I brought other cups.
Bottle
Right?
of thing you do?
Yeah.
Today's whiskey is Diplomatico.
Oh.
Tasting is believing, although I think that's actually...
Is that a whiskey?
We probably should look up what the actual thing
Oh,
is. that
weird.
this is.
That's pretty good.
I like that.
It smells like tequila, but then tastes like cinnamon whiskey.
This is not brandy. What's the other one?
Well, there's Scotch, bourbon, brandy, whiskey. You guys keep
As
talking.
soon as you say it, I will go, yes. That's what I said. No.
It's gin.
it's like wine.
Sherry.
Sherry,
sherry.
yeah. It's sherry, right?
I haven't found it yet,
I
but
just
it is.
couldn't think of that word for some reason because I don't drink it.
Really
Way
sweet.
too- yeah, it's way too sweet.
This is it's like not a very sweet sherry from what I've had.
Yeah, it still tastes a lot like syrup.
Well, you guys are going to be disappointed.
'Cause
It
it's not
is
sherry.
rum.
It's rum. It's a
Uh-huh.
spiced rum.
All right,
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna try that again.
I think you were stuck on the variations of whiskeys, right?
Yeah.
Is where you got to
Are we going
sherry.
to cut out where I list different types of...
No.
No, I'm just gonna actually say the name of the thing.
Does it say rum?
So
Yeah.
just to go back and correct, today's rum is Diplomatico Reserva
Throw those
Exclusiva.
away. Here.
Today's rum, take 5.5. It's
pretty
not
good.
bad, but I wouldn't buy a whole bottle of it.
Nope.
That's very sweet. That's like candy.
I like it.
You like candy?
I like candy.
Yeah.
I think it tastes pretty good. I was just thinking that I'd probably mix it with some kind of soda, but then the price of the bottle, you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean that would make a good pina colada or something.
It's only a $30 bottle, so
All right.
it's not... You could just pour
It's
that
not
in a
crazy.
punch bowl with a 2-liter of Coke and call that an afternoon.
That's an afternoon. I think it's
Very
pretty good.
sweet. Sugary on
Almost like that's how you make rum.
that. Yeah, it's like
Just a
it
shitload of
really is
sugar.
Weird.
Yeah.
And maybe spices?
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's spices too. It's not just sugar water.
That is soda
Yes.
or lemon. Or
yeah.
Hummingbird feed.
yeah, like in Men in Black.
It's like rock candy, but wet. You know? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I've had a lot of wet rock candy in my mouth.
Unless you use a different orifice to eat it, pretty much it gets wet as soon as you put it in your mouth.
Uh-huh. If I use any orifice, it gets wet. That's probably not true all the time.
If you put it in a condom first, then it protects it, and you can smell
From
it
my
all
mouth?
the way across the border.
It would make it last longer.
It's too pointy to do that, though. Don't do that.
Well, if you use enough condoms, it's probably fine.
Wait, if you crush it up first, is it just sugar again?
Yeah, it's just sugar.
So it's okay. So you can't do that because then you just have sugar. You don't
Yeah,
have.
we
rock
lost
candy.
that option. But you could probably break it down, smuggle it in, and then remelt it and turn it into crystals.
Yes, yeah. Okay. There's got to be a good way to do this.
Sugar's not legal.
Yeah, but it's fun if you pretend it is.
In the future, sugar will be
I
illegal.
bet
guys.
if you break off a bunch of rock candy into Ziploc bags and fill a backpack with it and go to the airport, they're going to have some questions.
You can get arrested with anything.
Sir, it's just rock candy?
Now watch me eat
Now
a lot
that's
of
an
it.
afternoon.
Yeah.
I think we concluded that line of thought.
Yep, it's over. What do you guys want to talk about now? Or what are we interested in? What is there something you guys
What are we
super
interested in?
anticipated in? Like cyberpunk or
Oh, Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm pretty skeptical about that game, actually.
I don't know. The gameplay demo looked pretty cool,
I'm sure it'll be cool.
but that was also just a slice of stuff.
Yeah, it seems a lot like Deus Ex to me, and I kind of got tired of Deus Ex.
Yeah,
so-
but what if it was Deus Ex but done like really good?
well, then it'd be better.
Okay.
But I still don't know if that is what I want out of like a cyberpunk game.
What do you want out of a Cyberpunk game?
I guess it doesn't matter that it's cyberpunk. It's just it seemed oddly restrictive for what they term as like an open, city game where you can wander around.
Yeah.
Like you can drive a car, but I don't understand the point of why you would need to be able to drive it if it's just down the street to the objective.
I don't know. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, though.
And there are branching dialogue paths.
Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I don't get excited when somebody says there's branching dialogue paths.
Yeah.
I go, you could just write a regular story. I don't.
Yeah,
care.
I'm fine with a linear story if it's good.
Yeah.
That's my main concern.
But I really liked The Witcher, so I'm pretty interested in it. I personally would prefer probably if it was third person, especially if you're making a character and you get to see them and keep upgrading them.
Yeah.
But
I tend to like games where you spend most of your time playing the gameplay mechanics
Oh, yeah.
of the game.
instead
That's
of just
the kind of game I like.
sitting in menus and
Yeah, and like
dialogue.
driving to and from places to get to
Yeah.
locations.
That's why my two most anticipated games are basically just Doom.
Yeah.
You just play the game. That's all you do.
Yeah, there's maybe a couple minutes worth of cutscenes.
I saw a
and that's
video,
about it.
the new Doom, it just has straight up, here's just platforming in the middle of a gun battle. Like just floating islands for no reason that move. Like an old school platformer. It's
Yeah.
like you use all your dashes and stuff and then fight floating eyes that are mean.
Like Jumping
mean.
Flash.
Like what?
Like Jumping Flash.
I don't think I played that.
The PlayStation, PS1.
I never had a PS1. I was a sad little
What?
child. I know. I went to go buy a PlayStation. It was sold out. So my dad said, I don't have time for this. You're getting an N64.
Anyway, here's your Atari Lynx. And you went,
Yeah.
"Dang."
Well, I also had a Super Nintendo and then a Dreamcast, both bought at garage sales.
Yeah, that's fine if they're
Yeah,
secondhand.
Never had a PlayStation.
Those are good consoles to have. So you didn't ever get to play Final Fantasy 7 or 8
No.
or 9
But I don't know if I would have liked those because it's not really.
or Metal Gear Solid.
Did you play any of the Metal Gear Solids?
I played a bunch of Splinter Cell when I got the Xbox.
Okay.
Man, I love Splinter Cell.
One of those people.
Yeah, I'm
I
a
see
Splinter
how
Cell
it is.
person.
I really like Splinter Cell.
There were a couple that were bad, but most of them are pretty good.
I think Splinter Cell Blackout is one of my
Blacklist.
Blacklist.
Yeah,
there you go.
that was pretty
Blacklist
great.
was good.
I liked that game best when it was on an oil rig and you had to like climb up
It's
the
all
oil rig
raining.
and it's all raining. That's that level, whatever that one
awesome.
is the pinnacle of that series in my brain.
Andor Tomorrow and Chaos Theory were both really, really good. Also, I think one of them had a very good co-op mode that I played a ton
Yeah.
of.
Yep. There was
You
one.
can just like synchronize. Okay, turn the lights off.
Oh,
murder
yeah.
this
Yeah,
guy.
that was fun times.
I want a 4-player co-op Splinter Cell game where you have to be stealthy or you lose. That would be awesome.
If you put 96 other players in there,
Get a battle royale
divided
going.
up into teams.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have the one guy who's stupid good and just sprints everyone, murdering you, and you're like, well, that's not very stealthy.
Yeah,
it works.
He just sees everybody in the corners.
Yeah.
There's
He turns his brightness all the way up and his graphic
he
settings
runs
down.
out to the middle of a field and you just hear like a bunch of whoop, 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 whoop of silenced pistols. Just firing
dead.
off.
Like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
No.
What's the guy's name
Hey,
that
that
did
would
the
be
voice?
decent.
Ironside. Michael Ironside.
Michael Ironside.
As long as Michael Ironside's in it somehow, I'm game.
I don't know why people care so much about the voices. Like, oh, you have to get the original Cortana and Master Chief voices. Why? It's just grovelly.
So
It's really not important, but
It's
if
not.
they're replaced by a bad voice, then it is
Well,
important.
yeah. that's
So
true.
believe it or not, most of my gaming career, I have not listened to the sounds in video games. I played most games on silent
Yeah.
and subtitled.
You don't play Apex that way, do you?
No, I finally had to start using a headset when Destiny came out, so
Oh,
that
so
we
you
could
could talk
talk
to
to each
people?
other,
Uh-huh.
and then transition that into all the battle royales. But it's only in the past 2 years that or whenever Destiny came out. 5 years?
More than 2 years ago.
Yeah. Whenever Destiny came out.
3 weeks ago, you started using a headset.
But
I'm about to get a headset because I pre-ordered Destiny 1. Sorry.
I found this weird website where I could pre-order old games.
but no,
They only take cryptocurrency.
the last time I remember, like specifically remember audio in video games was like the Genesis. But everything after that, I tend to play games silently because I usually play them at like 1 to 3 in the morning. Or that's how I used to play.
I don't know. I gotta
Make
say,
a
if you play
ton
just
of
a bunch of
noise.
old games, audio is not that important. It
Right.
doesn't
Well,
matter.
and that's the thing is audio is just super unimportant in video games.
There's something very nostalgic about like being awake early in the morning and just having button clicking sounds.
Yeah.
And no
Hoping-
audio from the.
I hope nobody hears this
like,
clicking
yeah.
controller.
I think-
It's like
Click, click,
Christmas
click.
morning of video
Yeah.
games. But that's why. So I almost threw my phone across the room like a week ago, and not throw it.
Okay.
I just juggled it
Lost
in my hand.
control of it.
Yeah, I lost control of it because it made a sound. My phone hasn't made a sound other than whoop whoop in who knows. So it an alarm. I had set an alarm and it went. And I threw it out of my hand because it.
Do you not use alarms in the morning?
I have alarm clocks, and I just ask Echo to do it.
Oh, okay. Does it ever fuck up?
Not yet.
All right.
It's really good at alarms. Like it
Well,
super
I've
knows what the time
I've
is.
seen you have an argument with it about an alarm that you were attempting to set.
Right.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
No, cancel. Nah. Stop it.
but yeah, my phone. I forgot they made sounds. Like, and then every now and again, I'll be playing like a clicker game, and one of the ads will just not respect the hardware buttons, and I'm like, well, I'm done with that game. And I fucking uninstall it.
Fair enough. That's a good reason.
Yeah, phones shouldn't make noises, and that's how
Phones shouldn't make noises.
that's how crazy people are. Ugh.
I don't know.
let
You
a
don't like
phone
just
ring-
going to like a quiet restaurant, and just blaring YouTube. There was a guy at the zoo blaring his phone music. It's like, you suck.
It's like a boombox, really, if you think about it.
All these animals love this music.
Look at that tiger dancing over there.
Yeah.
That's because of me. I did that for you guys.
It's just like the animated movies. They do all dance.
Just like in them cartoon things.
Are you talking about Madagascar?
Any of them that have animals, they all dance.
Did that have a tiger in it?
Yeah.
Didn't. I don't think so.
Then no, we're
Yeah,
not talking
yeah,
about
it did.
Madagascar.
It had a tiger in it?
Had a
Wasn't
lion
that the
in
one
it.
with Chris Rock with the zebra?
Yeah.
Yeah, the main
Yeah,
character was a
lion.
lion.
That's not a tiger. That's what I'm saying.
Lions are not tigers.
Oh, I
That was the joke that I was
Yeah.
making.
yeah, I totally messed up
Okay.
and just made something up
Okay.
in my head.
Did you know that if you shave a zebra and a tiger, their skin is striped?
Can you tell them apart?
Do you have to shave both of them, or can you just shave one at a time?
Do you have to shave the whole thing to be able to tell? You just shave part of it?
I don't have any
Honestly, though, that is cool.
It is
that
pretty
their
good.
skin is actually striped.
Yep.
Yeah, I also totally fucked up, man. Just didn't even listen to what you said and just assumed you said lion.
I'm just going to talk about Panthers for a second.
Yeah, it was a panther.
This would be a good segue into Marvel.
Is there any other universes we could talk about? Like the
Any
like
other
what is that
universes?
the one with the mummy? The dark
Tom Cruise.
the dark universe? The
Yeah.
Tom Cruise universe?
The Universal
The
Studios.
Universal Universe.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I think they bailed on that
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they did.
after like 3 failed movies.
Well, I don't know why they made that Dracula Untold movie and they're like, we're going to make a universe out of this.
Right.
Does anyone like
Just-
or remember that movie?
Just
Never saw it.
Exactly.
unbelievable confidence. Just
Well-
hubris out the ass.
Well, we'll get Johnny
We got
Depp as the
this.
Invisible Man. Okay.
And then what do they
No, that
do?
was that they were going to do that.
Yeah.
Like what?
That would have been fine, I guess, if the
Yeah.
movies were good. Then, yeah.
It was really. It would just be really weird if it was just like Johnny Depp doing a Keith Richards impression, like he does in the Pirates, as
Oh.
the Invisible Man.
My bad. I just remember the movie I, Frankenstein. I think that was part of it.
Was it?
I,
I
think
have
so.
no idea.
Do you remember that movie?
Not at all.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was
Deeply unmemorable.
I know. I just remembered it.
They should have stuck with the Brendan Fraser mummy movies.
Yeah,
That was
Oh.
a fine universe.
Yeah.
that
Give
they
him a
could have
job
stuck-
again.
Yeah.
plenty good. Oh, memes. We didn't talk about memes.
Yeah, I should probably find some. We could just talk about them.
I found one that I really liked. It was a picture of Rick and Morty,
Uh-huh.
and there was a gravestone, and it said Stark, and Morty says, "Is this about Marvel or Game of Thrones?" And he goes, "Both."
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Memes, huh?
those
I think
memes
that's
are
a
for
comic.
those
more than
memes
a
are
meme.
for
Is it a
smart
comic?
people.
Probably.
Well, I don't know what memes are. We
I
can
think
go ahead.
I think a comic can be a meme.
Okay.
Well, I think normally if you draw a meme, it's because there was a meme and then you just redrew it and said, "Look how shitty I drew it. Now it's funny."
I don't know how the internet works.
Did anyone share this comic?
Yes.
Then maybe it's a meme. I think that might be all it takes.
Yeah.
If more than one person consumes it, is that enough?
Yeah, I share all my memes through word of mouth.
Just describing them on audio podcasts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what.
that's the best
'cause
way.
I laughed
Highly
pretty hard when
deliverable.
you described that meme.
Yeah, I cut it out, but it was
Ew,
it was too
uproar-
loud and
yeah.
it peaked the.
Yeah, tear-inducing
Recording.
laughter.
Yeah, I also it was only obscenities. So
Yeah, I had to
get rid
cut
of
it.
all that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know why when you laugh you just yell. It's very weird.
I'm Australian.
That was the worst Rebel Wilson movie. I don't know what joke I'm.
Okay, okay.
Is it okay? I don't know who that is.
No.
It's
Alright,
an
well.
Australian lady who's funny.
Okay, and she's Australian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
Cool.
swears.
like every Australian.
I'm not gonna back up that extreme generalization.
I'll make it even more general and say
That's a super
I think
offensive-
almost every human swears.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a safe bet.
Call back to one of the previous episodes, like
Oh.
in The Thing. If somebody doesn't swear, they're an alien.
Did the aliens not swear?
On this
Was the,
planet,
was the thing an alien?
I don't know.
Actually,
Or was it just a thing?
it was a thing. People who don't swear are monsters.
Ah,
yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
That would have been an interesting thing in the thing. They're like, say fuck. He's like, kill him. Oh, God.
Light them on fire.
That sounds more like that bar hopping movie, what, The King's Head, because they were like body snatching people, right? And like
Oh my
replacing
God!
them.
It was that movie.
And but they were like too suspiciously human or something,
Too
and that's how they knew.
Yeah. Well done, sir. That was a. Out of all the different possible movies, you just.
I don't know what the name of the movie is though. It was the name. it was the
at
name
World's
of the
End.
World's End.
Hey, look
You
at
got
me.
there.
I got it. Where they
World's
had to
End.
fight all the monster creature alien things.
I didn't enjoy that movie.
I don't enjoy most of those movies.
Kind of a disappointing end to that anecdote.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, didn't enjoy it. I liked Shaun of the Dead a lot though.
Much better.
Hot Fuzz was good, but I think not
Eh,
as good. It was
It was
still
fine. I'm actually not that big of a fan of Shaun of the Dead. I thought it was only okay. Thought it was
We've
fair enough.
previously established your disdain for zombies.
No, I just don't really like that guy very much. Not very
It's
funny.
okay. You can hate zombies.
Okay.
No one doesn't like that guy,
Yeah.
whoever you're talking about.
Yeah.
But zombies, yeah,
Yeah. I feel like that was one of the more original making fun of zombies movie.
yeah, for sure.
And it's Zombieland and
1,000 others now.
Yeah.
There was that one movie. There was like a romance between zombies.
oh yeah, and he could talk or something.
I have no idea
oh
what
my
that was
God.
about.
What was that one?
I zombie. No, is that something? That's a TV show, right? I don't know. It's
That's a game on the Wii.
No,
that's Zombie
wasn't
U.
it? No, that was
Zombie
zombie.
U.
That was you, zombie. You a zombie. I a zombie.
Like Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Zombie
they're all-
U,
they're all
Ubisoft.
I thought it was because it was on the Wii U.
Didn't they then port it to a different system and it was still called Zombie U?
No, it was actually, they took that off.
They took the U off,
When they brought it to the PlayStation, they took off the U, I think.
so they
What
just
did
called
they
it
call it,
zombie.
Yeah.
Was that not taken?
Without the E, it's zombie
Oh.
with an I.
zombie.
Oh.
So it's a different zombie.
I'm very sad.
I was trying to cobble together a joke there and I just could not
Uh-huh.
assemble anything.
It seems like there was one right there.
It just
Man.
super close to a joke.
Uh,
Mozambique
I
here?
think the game was a joke. Hey,
People
oh.
liked it.
Okay, the 3 Wii U owners that didn't just get Nintendo games.
Yes.
I got nothing to add to that conversation. I did not have a Wii U. I skipped several generations of Nintendo products. I had a GameCube. Oh, what color GameCube did you guys have?
Friends.
I did not have a GameCube.
Oh, well, I had a silver one, so
My
That's
friend had
pretty
a
rad.
purple one.
I didn't have a purple or a spice.
A
Spice
sp-
is the orange color. That's the name of it, is spice.
Yeah, the GameCube was fine, I guess. Let's just use tiny discs. Okay, do something normal. Like,
Yep.
no, put a handle on it. Okay.
I actually commend Nintendo for trying the weirdest stuff
I just-
that Sony didn't bother to do. Because I expected one of the game consoles to be on mini discs, not tiny discs, the literal format of mini disc.
It's hard to say they didn't bother to do it when they only had 2 consoles at that point, right?
Who, Sony?
Yeah, they were only up to the PS2.
Right.
Well, also,
So-
can you put a lot less game on it?
You could fit exactly as much music on it. I don't know what the size of the format was. But since music is the only thing that's important in video
Well, we
games,
discovered Blu-rays, but we can only make them tiny. Okay.
But I commend
That'd be
Nintendo for doing the just wackiest nonsense.
Just-
They've done so well just being complete weirdos about everything. They're just not having the same fight everyone else is having.
I mean, they're fighting against themselves more than anything.
They're
More
kind of
than
over in the
anything.
corner shadow boxing.
Exactly.
Just kind of like,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
good.
Like you're watching Microsoft and Sony just in the ring.
It's
doing
like watching
battle.
a Rocky training video, but no one's yelling at them to do better. They're just like, yeah, like running on the side of the car. Like,
If nothing else, Nintendo's kept everything exciting. You're just like, I wonder what they're gonna do. Oh, cardboard. Yeah, they're.
yeah, I was super excited
Yeah.
about that.
But that's not for you. That's for somebody else.
Yeah,
And
that's
A
why I wasn't
heartbeat
excited
sensor,
about
that's
it.
pretty...
I did not
I
even
don't-
care about the cardboard. Heartbeat sensor?
Yeah.
Can you play a game with it?
Yeah, at least one person made a game where you could use the heartbeat sensor. And that's all I know about it.
I just when you watch the Apple keynote about the watch, and it
What?
mostly is about.
You watched that?
You're on your own here. We have
All right, fine.
we have no connection
I'm gonna-
to Apple in
we'll-
any
we'll
way.
pass on this. It's for old people. Apple is old people stuff. That's the declaration I'm making here. Is that Apple products are for old
Not
people.
for hipsters.
No. But the fact that they spent most of their time talking about a watch. First of all, it was a watch. Second of all, they were talking about how it has an ECG on it, so that if you fall over, it can alert people. It's for old people now.
It's a good
That's
idea.
the turning point. I mean, it is a good idea.
Don't wear it skateboarding. Hey, I'm getting called again.
But Apple products are for old people now.
Yeah, there we
And
go.
They turned into Microsoft. Something else needs to replace Apple as far as, the cool things. Remember how
Well, that's all Kickstarter stuff.
Hewlett Packard, when they had, or not Hewlett Packard, who's Gateway Computers, when they came out with the cow boxes, that was to fight the big.
Look how cool we are.
Yeah, look at how cool.
It's got
an
a cow
alternative-
on it.
What do kids like? Cows. My child said moo. He loves it. He presses that button all
Yeah,
the
they
time.
were starting early with 2-year-olds and waiting until they grew
He
up.
loves the cow. Does he like any of the other animals? Yeah, but he presses that button the most.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, what a
saying
dumb
Apple is
idea.
old.
Get a guy that just says dude a lot. That's a better idea.
Wait, what's that?
You're getting Adele, that guy.
Oh.
He said dude.
Hey, our office just got Dells again. All right. That should have been a commercial.
They're not cool anymore, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
They tried the same thing.
Yeah.
It is a weird to end on Apple is for old people.
Well, I think
I
that's
wanted,
a pretty great way to end. I hope the stock goes down just a tiny bit. Just
Because
kidding.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we're that popular.
Yeah, we'll influence it. Because kids are getting into stocks these days.
Uh-huh.
They don't have the money to do that.
It's because of that goddamn avocado. I'm tired. This entire
Goddamn avocado toast.
Yeah, I am so fucking tired of. There's a whole bit here. I can't even. We can't even just start.
We
into
don't
this.
have time to.
We don't have time
bitch
to go
about
into
people who bitch about millennials.
fucking baby boomers bitching about millennials. Fucking
Next
baby
time.
boomers. All right. Yeah. Let's just.
Go-
Yeah, let's start
take
with
some notes.
Yeah.
And,
Next time you start off bitching about the people that bitch about millennials.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's
Print
talk
out some
about
of those articles about what millennials are killing,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about
that. Ooh, that's pretty good. Talk about all the shit that is dying because of millennials.
Yeah. All those super valid things like Applebee's that are failing because millennials.
country
have-
clubs and
Yeah. They're just like, hey, I don't like this bullshit that doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, you don't need
Applebee's.
Applebee's when you have a Chili's.
Applebee's,
It's
you're
the same
bullshit.
It's the same thing. I'll go to Chili's. It's next door. They put those things together like Home Depot and Lowe's. Like I'm just gonna go to Chili's
to compete with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go to Ace Hardware.
Okay.
Smart.
Yeah,
It's actually not smart. I almost never find what I want there, and then I go,
but they're
well,
super
I tried.
They're super helpful
They're
about
very helpful.
Yeah.
it. You just
They're like,
well, we
don't
don't
have-
Yeah,
Like,
we
would
don't
you-
have it.
What if we didn't have any plumbing supplies, but there's popcorn? You're like, that sounds
Fair,
right.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Is that a better way to end?
Yeah, that's perfect.
We'll see.
What you just heard was Everything Bad. For more information and bonus episodes, go to theinternetisAnightmare.com.